Hello, folks. Welcome back to No Man's Sky. As always, of course, I am Falcon, your host. I do believe the last episode was a little bit better than the ones before that for the jumping around stuff, but I know it's still happening. Again, there's nothing I can do about it, because OBS apparently is just doing that with this game, and there's nothing that I can do to solve that. The new version I'm using does seem to be slightly better, but that's not saying much. Really not saying much. I did a fair bit of exploring on the planet that we were last at, and as you can see, not my starship inventory, my suit inventory has grown significantly. It was at like, I don't know, 16, 15 slots or something before. Now it's at 22. Like, I added this whole row here, and started this row, finished this row. Like, I added a lot of slots. Like, it was a lot. So I have a good deal more inventory space. We have made one jump since last time, one jump closer to that new objective, and I did fill up the hyperdrive, so we are good to go. However, there is whatever the hell this is here in this system, and I wanted to find out, so we're going to make our way over to whatever this is. It's a sphere of some variation. It's kind of similar to the space stations or the Atlas thing, but it's neither of those. I don't know what this is. And I wish to discover, so we are going to investigate. Okay. I have no idea what this is. This place looks fucking rough as shit, though. Tell you that much. It looks like it's half ready to fall apart. But I have no idea what this is. Oh, it actually did open. Oh, okay. The fuck? Who are you? Oh, this is Polo and what's the face? Nada and Polo. Ah, cool. These are the people that were trying to keep us away from Atlas. Well, I hate to tell you guys, but I have gone. Oh. What do we have here? Nope, not worth anything, in fact. Complete pile of crap. Okay, what do you guys want? Oh, you actually speak a fucking language I can understand. I speak my language. Other life forms have treated me with abused indifference, but Polo treats me like an equal. They're curious about my travels, about what sentient species they've seen. If I've met life forms they have not, I hope that I will share my experiences. Alright, sure. Butter brain beings they are already familiar with, cheering at those they are not. Finally, Polo applauds wildly and hands me a blueprint. Ooh, they gave us the Atlas Pass early! Sweet! So we can now get into shit. Nice. Thank you. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, but thank you. Well, I know what we're supposed to do with that, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with you guys in general. But, down though. Rare linguistic form, pleasure, not a divergent Corvax. Assistance offered, route to Galactic Core, reconnect with Atlas for guidance, resources for journey, yes, no? As I approach the electronic being, it springs to life. From its dark mask, a scanning beam emerges that enveloped me. There is an unnerving, chittering sound, and then, unbelievably, it speaks in my language. That must be a choice. Show me how to harness black holes in order to embark upon a journey to the center of the galaxy. To light my way to an Atlas interface so I may follow a path, or it will assist me in my own exploration. I mean... Yes to both? Both to resume the path and the shortcut? I mean, you might give me a quicker way to get to a different Atlas interface, other than the one that we were trying to go on? I don't know if that actually does anything for me, but... Because I was under the impression you were trying to keep me away from Atlas, but apparently not? I don't know. I don't entirely get it. Also, this "you have unredeemed items" thing is pissing me off, because the unredeemed item is the pre-order ship, which is no better than the ship that I have right now. In fact, it's considerably worse. So I have no desire to do it, but it's like trying to force me, basically. Okay, so I have 2 of them now, I am guessing. So there's one Atlas interface there. So I know there's... what did I say? There's one... let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 5 and 6 to get me back to where we want to be. For that one, what about the other one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There's another planet that was discovered by somebody. A couple that were discovered by that person. So this guy has found all of these planets. All of these systems have been discovered by this person. Which tells me he must have followed this path. No, because I found this. Oh no, that doesn't make sense to me. Like exactly how he managed to find all those, but whatever. We're just gonna leave though, because I want to get to this next Atlas thing. I don't know what it's going to give me now, because I was expecting to get the recipe for the Atlas. Holy crap. I was expecting to get the recipe for the Atlas Pass. However, we already found it, so I don't know precisely what I'm supposed to do at this point. We already found the recipe for that, so I don't know what it's going to give me. Another Atlas Stone, I would presume, but I have no idea what those are for. I don't know why I'm collecting these Atlas stone things. I don't know what they're supposed to do for me at the end of the day. So, don't you know? There is level 1, level 2, and level 3 Atlas passes. If that means anything. Okay, so I can open this one now. What did it need to make this? Iridium and iron? Okay, we can do that. So what is this? What's behind these doors? What does this give us? It's level 3. It's funny that it's green, so it looks like it's open, but it's not. So we need level 3s to go into there. Oh, this gives us suit upgrades. Alright, yeah, I remember that now. Oh, they're getting expensive, though. I'm not going to have the money to keep doing those at this point. They're getting a little too expensive for me to be able to just throw around it real easy anymore. Oh, does this not get used up? Interesting. This doesn't get used. So it's not like a bypass chip where you use it up when you activate the thing. These require level 3 as well? Yeah, I think they do. So all these other doors require level 3 passes. I have no idea how you get level 3 passes. I mean, I presume, of course, that if we follow the thing, it will eventually give it to him. Give it to us, but I don't really know. I have no idea. I guess we just have to continue toward the Atlas thing and see if we can find, see what we can find. So I won't be able to get any more suit upgrades for a little bit because I don't want to blow all my money on the upgrades just yet. Eventually, perhaps, but not quite yet. I feel like there has to be a more direct, quick way to get to these things. If you use like the plot your own route, you know, explore your own thing. I feel like we could find a more efficient means to do this. What did I collide with? Just a space station? Yeah. Let's get ourselves away from the space station a little bit so we stop colliding with the things. Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe you warp in, like if you're next to a station, when you warp out, I think you warp in next to one. So it has appeared, at least. So I could be wrong about that. I was about to say, does this place only have one planet? No, it doesn't. What I could do with some more thaumium. I definitely need more Heridium, though. We're going to have to make a stop at some point to get more Heridium, because we're getting very low on that. The thaumium is still alright, but the Heridium store is getting a little rough. And by a little rough, I actually mean it's basically empty. Pretty much empty. Alright, almost there. Oh, thaumium is so easy to get. I wish you could get I wish there was an easy way to do something like this to acquire, like, Heridium and some of the other more useful materials. Stop giving me shit, I don't want any more. But if there is, I don't know how. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna shoot you. I'ma shoot you. Again, I have no idea who you are. I don't know why I'm shooting you, but I am, so congratulations. I'm going to engage in a little random dogfighting for no fucking reason. Uh-oh. Ah, God! Oh, shit. Time to leave! You might be about to discover what happens when you lose your ship. No, 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 no! Did not want to do that! Oh, well. C'est la vie. Death by Sentinel attack ship. Return to the location to acquire our resources. Okay. Does it just let us see what that was? It does indeed. Okay. Cool. This is like MMO, like fly back to the place to find your crap. It's kind of silly, but whatever. So death is not really that serious in this. Like that was a not a very serious penalty for dying, which is interesting. Because normally in these type of games, you would think the penalty would be pretty severe, but that actually wasn't. That wasn't really anything. Like I made, I mean, sure I died, but it didn't really do anything to me. It didn't hurt me at all, really. In the long grand scheme of things, all I did was respawn and just fly back to the spot. It was pretty much just kind of whatever. What the fuck are those? Spiky asteroids. What are you? What did I just pick up? I have no idea. Aluminum? Is that what I picked up? So it is. Okay. So we know what aluminium asteroids look like now. Not that I really care, because that's not a resource that I'm that interested in, but whatevs. It's all good. Yeah, I don't know if you're ever really truly going to be able to attack like the big enemy ships or whatever, really, or the big ships in general. Because I think they are a bit outside your range of things that you can actually fight effectively. Okay, so I'm just going to discard that and that group of... that other little small group of aluminium. I don't need it. And I think we're just going to continue on our way. We have no real need for anything here, so I want to get to the next Atlas path location. At some point, I guess when we get to that system, we will have to land on a planet and get more resources, particularly Iridium, because we are going to be out of it soon enough. For the time being, at least, we're okay. Alright. Well, we already discovered abandoned buildings are not always useful. If that one's any indication. The one that we went to last time. Yeah, fuck that. I don't care. We're just leaving. We're just leaving. Nothing of interest. Alright, I think there's this jump, but then I think there's one jump after it to get us to the objective. So we're almost there. I might... I don't think so. I think I'm going to have to make one more jump thing to be able to get us there. I was going to say I might have enough power to get there, but don't think so. I think we're going to be a little bit short. What kind of asteroids are you? If you have iron, I might spend the time to mine a little bit of it. So what are you? Oh, you're nickel. Oh, well. I mean... Alright. I do want to get at least a suit stack worth of nickel, so I will briefly mine this up real quick. I don't need a ship stack worth of it, but I do want a suit stack at least, because it is a useful resource that we have not seen in that large of quantities. So it has not been one that I have been able to really get easily. Just gonna blow you out of my way. Don't actually need what you have in you. Okay, there we go. We have a suit stack worth of it. I will dump out the other partial stack there because I don't need it. And that's going to be it for the moment. Do we have enough to jump here without me? Drive has no fuel. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. So we need to make a fuel thing. I should have sufficient resources to do so without having to go too far out of our way here. But I am going to be... I'm almost out of iridium. I mean, we have enough that we can make a few more. We're not, like, immediately going to be out, but we're not... We don't have a ton of it either. And I am getting low on plutonium as well. Although that's very easy to find when you're on a planet. But still, the iridium's pretty easy to find too. And we just have to go to a planet, basically, is all it comes down to. So that will take a little while. Reaching a planet is not going to be difficult, but ow. Did he explore all these planets? No, he did not. Looks like there's more planets, but I don't see them. Alright, well, we might go to the one that he hasn't explored, just because... going to the one that he's already explored is not going to be super helpful to me, because we won't be able to get money for exploring things. Not that it really super matters, because the money from exploring stuff is pretty minimal anyway, so it's not like that's really necessarily going to do... it's not like it's necessarily going to do anything, in fact, for me. Why is this one black instead of red, like the other one was? Is that significant? Should I be concerned? Alright. Zip around, find all the words. Find all the words. Anything interesting? I really wish that this wouldn't fucking do this. Fucking show up with the achievement things, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. No, we're getting a lot more words this time. That first one that we went to, we didn't get shit. It was like 2 words in the whole place. But this one, we've gotten quite a few. Got like 4 or 5 or something at least already, and there's still more. So, a worthwhile drop, even if it's only for the words. Although I imagine we'll find, a lot more than that, but... Yeah, that was worthwhile. I'll take it. I'm going to assume that these are going to be warp cells again. And what are you going to give me? Another stone, I'm sure, but... How many constructs exist in the deep void? How long have they been slumbering, waiting for a traveler? Have they been waiting for me? Am I somehow chosen? I sense the creator of this reality to emulate everything. The Gek and the Viking, the Korvax and the Sentinels. Every world that turns and form that lives. The ghost of them lingers and drives me on. There was so much I could learn from them. I did not understand a fucking word of that. Consent. Take the gift of knowledge, certain of my decision. All doubts are silenced. The stars await me. Another Atlas Stone. Is that it? Just give me an Atlas Stone? What the hell do these do? No, but seriously, what are these? What are these for? What am I supposed to get out of them? I don't get it. And what the hell is this milestone thing that it keeps talking about? Oops. Alright, let's upload all the systems that I explored on our way over here. Like, I don't know what I don't know what like level that we have accomplished. Like what it says, it requires a certain level of journey milestone. I don't know what that means. Like, what is the level that I'm on, and what is that in comparison to the level I have? What just happened? What? I don't know what that was. I don't know what that just did. Don't understand what that just did. Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to do for me. Like, why are we getting these things? Why do we care?
Orbital station coordinates received.
I mean, alright. Where is it in relation to us? Is this the new one, I'm assuming? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sergeant Peppers has already been to this one as well. Although he appears to have taken a different route than what it's trying to send me on. Well, for part of it anyway, he took a different route than what it sent me on, it seems. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that's supposed to do for us. Let's check out this planet that the guy has apparently been to once upon a time. I'm assuming Sergeant Peppers is his name, so I could look him up on Steam and be like, "Yo, dude, I found the planet that you found once upon a time." I don't know. We'll just go down to the planet that he was at before. It's fine. I imagine. I might have to set foot on the planet before it'll show up as a place that we can examine or whatever. One of these is Heridium. Both of those are Heridium, actually, I think. So let's go ahead and land, because part of what we're here for, the biggest part of what we're here for, really, is for Heridium. So I don't know what that material over there is, but it isn't showing me. Oh, here we go. He apparently did not find anything on the planet. either that or it just doesn't acknowledge the things that he found for me, which doesn't really make sense, because why the hell would you bother if that's the case? So I expect it just doesn't show any of the things that he discovered for me. But if he didn't bother to discover anything, why the hell did you even land on the planet in the first place? Unless you were landing like super quick to get resources and then just leave again. Which is more or less what we're gonna do, but, you know. Whatever. So I don't entirely understand what the Atlas interface things are for. Since I don't seem to be able to get... All it's giving me is the Atlas stones, and I have no idea what I'm supposed to use those for. Like, you give me these Atlas stones, but why? Like, what are they? Number one. And what the hell am I supposed to do with them? Number two. And I have no answers for these questions. No answers whatsoever. So, at least we can get some Heridium real easy here. Super easy to acquire. I'll find out what this material is. And if it's something that I care about. Oh, nickel. I mean, I don't need nickel anymore, so I'll just drop it, but still worthwhile, I suppose. Okay, so we need to fill up our Heridium supply on the ship. There we go. We need to refill our carbon and our iron and our plutonium supply. Things are not worth crap, so it's really not what we're looking for. We need some big plants. We need some big old plants, and we need some... here we go. Some big old plants and some big old iron things, so we can get some iron out of them. That was strange. There was another one of these inside the big one. It's just a little weird, but... Honestly, it must be a crapload of iron, because it's literally forever to break. Oh, fuck off, dude. You are not invited. And I suggest that you go jump off a cliff. Because I sure as hell don't want anything to do with you. Kaboom! Yeah, okay, that was a lot of iron. So we needed 250, so boom. There's our iron supply restored on the ship. Need a little bit of zinc. Thaumium's easy to get in orbit. Carbon is already acquired. Plutonium is easy to get, so we need zinc. Which I remember correctly is the that right there. Which just does not look like it's going to be the easiest place ever to acquire it. So it shouldn't be that difficult, but it still is not going to be the easiest in the universe, I imagine. Let's say, can I not examine this weird looking plant thing? Okay, so I need to give you plutonium. How much do you still need? About 200-ish. So the better part of another stack. It's not like I need that much of it. Okay, so all we need now is to get some zinc, and then we'll be back up to the closer to the numbers that I kind of like to have. I do want to get a full stack of plutonium on my person, because it will. If I actually kill one of you, what do I get out of it? Did I just see something that was doing me? Oh. What are you? Oh, fuck off. You're really strange. Oh, wow, whatever this is, it is really hard to break. I wonder how much it's going to give me. I've not heard of this before. Murine? 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 Something like that? I don't know. I have not seen this before. This is a new material. Didn't get very much of it, that's for sure. Considering how, considering how difficult it was to break, it did not give me very much of that. So I don't think that's worth trying to mine, unless, since we don't know why we need it in the first place. Don't think that's worth trying to mess with, since I don't know why I'm messing with it. I don't know what I want it for, so there's not much reason for me to get it, I feel. Hi, strange dinosaur dude that I've seen a version of you before. Version of you that looked very, very similar. So similar, in fact, that I begin to question whether or not this game lies when it says that all the things are procedurally generated. Admittedly, I haven't bothered to look super up close to any of the animals that I found, but that said, you look exactly like the shit that I found previously. So even though he discovered the planet... Uh-oh. Fucked up now. Yeah, so even though he discovered the planet, he apparently never... He apparently did no exploration of what was on the planet. He just, like, found the planet, probably mined some resources, and then left. So even though he found the planet itself, we get to find all the goodies on the planet, if we are so inclined. Which, for the most part, I'm not, but... You know, if I wanted to, I could find all the things that are on the planet. Totally not worth it. Totally not worth it. We are about to start suffering heat damage because I have sat around and messed around with shit too much. Shouldn't I have been getting my heat stuff back when I was in the cave there? That don't make sense. There's a lot of those resources for that murine stuff, but it doesn't give you hardly anything when you mine it, so it's like next to useless trying to bother doing it. Alright, so let's see. We just needed zinc, which I've kept intending to pick up, but then just haven't done it. I'm really going to bother. We don't need that much of it. Our supply in the ship is still basically full, so it's fine. No big interest in trying to find a bunch of it just for the hell of it, so I am not going to bother. The one thing that I wouldn't mind looking for would be some manufacturing centers. However, I haven't actually seen any manufacturing centers in a while. Not that I've looked for them, mind you, so, I mean, there is that. It's hard to find things when you're not looking for them. That hard. It's entirely possible that I have found one, I just never haven't landed at one and actually done anything with it. So this is an observatory, so that isn't going to do what I want. This, I don't know what that is. Actually, that could be something. This could be something right here. I don't know. It looks like there's a landing zone on it. So this means this is a place with actual trade.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
This is a potential trade base. Oh, so here we go. What is this? Like, what is in these debris? Oh, it gives me suspension fluid. Okay. And we still have the Atlas Pass, right? Yeah, so it doesn't expend that. Well, that's cool. I mean, we need it to manufacture things, so I mean, that is kind of useful. So there's still things to find in this game, but we have, for the most part, found a sizable chunk of the stuff that, at least the stuff that I would really care about anyway. At this point, it's just more and more of the same. Which is yet another reason why I am of minimal interest in actually trying to you know, figure out what figure out anything like beyond the basic stuff of this game. I'm really really a little bit indifferent on, to be honest, because I've already found so much of what there is to find. I just don't really care that much. See, there's a level 2 required for that door. And I don't know what these, like, where these other level 2 and level 3 things will lead us. I don't know what we get out of them if we find them. These spire type looking buildings here, I believe, will give us the location of a crashed ship. Now, every crashed ship that I've ever looked at was a waste of time, but I imagine there is some that are not. One would hope, anyway. Times 2, times 3, times 4, times 5, times 6. It's actually none of those, but I'll go with that, I guess. No? I hit the wrong thing, I guess. Alright, so times 2, times 3, yeah, times 4, times 5, times 6. Oh, my brain doesn't want to work right now. Normally I can do math pretty easily, but oh, my brain just doesn't want to. It's just like, nope, I don't want any. Oh, there we go. That doesn't seem right, but I guess it is, so. What? Storm? What do you want about? Storm my ass. So it is a crashed ship, okay. Oh, it actually is a type of metal in the ground. It's kind of strange, but whatevers. What about this? Emerald. I actually had a bunch of emerald once upon a time, and then we got rid of it all. What was that one that I was over there looking at? Whatever. Let's mine up the emerald real quick, because this is a resource that I have not had any of in a while. That is a way to be kind of cheap about the system. Kind of beat the system a little bit. You can that's kind of cool. Works pretty well too. Works fairly well as well, which is neat. Okay, how am I looking quantity-wise of this shit? Only about halfway. So if you wait on doing a grenade until you're almost until your mining beam is about to overheat, and then you launch the grenade, it resets the heat of the mining beam without you having to stop mining or without it overheating or whatever. So that actually works pretty well. Which is kind of cool. Kind of cool because it makes it quick and relatively simple to acquire the resources. It also speeds up the process of acquiring resources slightly, although not by a lot from the looks of things, but a slight increase of it might be worth the effort anyway. Yeah, I mined a bunch of this and sold it once upon a time because it was a good resource to sell. But selling it, of course, meant that if I needed it for something, I wouldn't have any, and then I hadn't seen a sizable chunk of the resource again until now. So I'm actually totally okay with the fact that we found more of it. Is that that's the thing over here. Alright, so let's upload this. Let's go and sell that little bit of extra that I acquired. What I might do is send this to the ship so it doesn't get in the way of me, so I don't have to worry about accidentally selling the stack that I want to keep. Because this way I could sell the stack that I'm holding, and it'll just, you know, it'll just sell that, and I don't have to worry about exactly how big is the stack or whatever. I can just sell the one that is in my inventory without having to concern myself with it. Give me a little bit of resources. Not perhaps a whole ton, but I'll take a little. Just a little bit is fine. Fine by me. Oh, that's the door we came in. Okay. Never mind, I thought that was a different door. Oh, never mind, it is a different door, but still doesn't go anywhere of interest, so whatever. We are very low on some resources, so we need carbon, because it's the cheapest, most efficient way to recharge some of these things. Even though we can use other things to charge them. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, because I have no real pressing need to continue messing around with it at the moment. No real pressing need to keep messing around with it right now, so we're just not going to. And I shall call it a day. So we'll load it up on nickel. I actually want to take this stack of emerald back because I don't want it in my ship.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Okay. Alright. So I think we're good to go now. Again, I am going to go ahead and head out. So I will see you folks in the next episode, which will be the final episode of this game for the immediate / foreseeable future. I may come back to it. I may not. We'll see. But at least in the short term, I have no huge desire to continue playing it. Let's go check out this crashed ship real quick, just to see what it is. And then we will end. The episode. Let's go see what this crashed ship is. See if it's worth anything. Probably isn't. Probably isn't. It might be, but I doubt it. But the issues of recording this game's instability, and the fact that it really is not as interesting as everyone had hoped it would be, have combined together to make me less than horribly interested in trying to well, that really is much faster. Wow. What does this give us? Another suspension fluid? Is that all it's going to give us? Oh no, I'm okay with this, mind you. Saves us resources and gives us some money out of the deal, so totally okay with it, but yeah. A very, very slight upgrade. Very slight upgrade. And because of the how do you transfer shit? Ah, okay. I can easily get more carbon, so I'm not too worried about that. Break down anything that we can break down for a tiny bit of additional resources. And we will go ahead and take this ship, even though it's only a barely better ship, but it is slightly better, so I will take it, even though it's so slightly better that it's not really necessarily that good of a thing. But so we have a couple upgrades for the beam thing. I don't really want them though. Increased rate, cooldown times. I'm gonna dismantle this. We do need to take something out of our inventory real quick, so. Oh shit. That's not good. I guess I can drop some of this iron. I don't need a bazillion stacks of it. Don't need a bazillion stacks of iron, so we can... If I break this down, we would get iridium, thaumium, platinum. Where the hell did we get platinum from? I don't remember having platinum. Okay, so none of those are really that useful. we'll break that one down. We don't need that. We need some Carite sheets. We need some Carite sheets. That's enough to repair that one. This needs to be charged with thaumium. This, of course... Oh, fuck. We need to buy another dynamic resonator to repair this? That fucking sucks right there. Repair that. Again, we need Carite sheets. So we can repair that. Recharge that. So we recharged on everything except the hyperdrive, which I'm going to have to repair before we can recharge it. Unfortunately. Which is not surprising, mind you, but... so I will go ahead and head out now. I will see you folks in the next one, where we will have to... what did I do? Get rid of... oh no, we used up iron, didn't I? We used up iron to repair shit. Although I think I still used more... I must have broke down iron that I needed for other things. Well, I guess... crap. I have way too much shit in my inventory. Just in general. I guess we could turn those into... Let's actually do that real quick. Let's just turn these into... Go ahead and upgrade these real quick all the way to what we would want out of them. Which is warp cells. So we don't have them in our inventory taking up slots that we don't necessarily need them to be taking up. And that'll be it for this episode. I will have to go buy a... whatchamacallit to upgrade the... or to repair the ship, rather. But that'll take but a moment. And I'll see you folks in the next one. So take it easy. Have a good day. Ooh. Yes. Okay. So that is the thing that lets you travel faster. We would need more iridium, though, to be able to use it, which is not something I've seen. Not something I've seen that many of. So that actually could be difficult to find, but oh well. So I will see you folks in the next one. We will pick up again. I don't really know what the hell I'm going to do in the next episode, because I have done the majority of what I really set out to do for right now, so I don't really know, but I'll see you in the next one regardless, I guess. So take it easy, thank you for watching, folks, and have a good day. Bye-bye.